This is absolutely terrible. So we come across a dead calf. It's off the side of the road here, right? We're just going to walk down real slowly. Its mother is just behind the tree over here. This is really sad. Whether it got clipped by a car, there's a bit of mess on the road here. This is fucked. First time I've sworn in this video, but this is fucked. So there's Mum. Hey baby. Hey baby. I'm sorry you lost your little baby. Yeah. Look at this. Fuck, I'm gonna cry over this. This is terrible. This poor little calf has been hit here. And its fucking mum is standing there watching. This is fucked. But this is the reality of out here. Look at her, she's full of milk. Someone had the decency to drag it off the road. I can see the drag marks here. This is fucking terrible. This absolutely fucking breaks my heart to see this. Just so shit. I know. It's fucked. What are you going to do now? Someone's fucking killed your baby. It was wild. The thing is, it's been a while. It's all dried out. It's already been probably 24 hours, and she's just going to fucking stand here and wait.
She doesn't want to leave it.
She doesn't want to leave it. Look. Yeah, I know, mate. It's fucked.
Oh no, darling. Yeah, I know.
You don't deserve that. That's alright, okay. We're off. Alright.
Alright, bye-bye.
That's fucking terrible. Yeah, I know. I need a tissue. Why aren't you crying? Fucking hell, I can't handle that. The mum's over in the trees going off. There's no glass or broken stuff there, so I'm guessing, well, I don't know what's hit it, but the thing is, at least I had the decency to get it off the road. Someone's gone to the trouble to drag it off the road, which is pretty good. So it's happened back, we can see all the marks back up here. It's hit it, dragged it down the road, then they've got out and they've dragged it off the road over here. The mum's gone back into the bushes and she's having a bit of a, there she is over there. So it doesn't matter, it's an animal and it's terrible. Oh, snap out of it, let's get going. Check this out, it's old shearers' quarters. Look probably still stay here. There's bunks in there. I think people still stay here because there's a cattle yard over there. Let me get the camera. I think it's still working here. Yeah, I don't know. Like there's all beer bottles. Maybe someone's just camping here. There's all cattle over there. That's all a working property there. Needs a bit of a re-stump. She's all fallen down. Yeah, there's a bed and a mattress in that room. Pretty cool. We'll go have a look at this old shearing shed over here. Let's get off and have a walk around. We'll only get booted out if someone's here. We won't go to jail. You're going to go arse over once, aren't you, doing that? We've got about 50 k's to go. Hey, let's go and have a little sticky beat. We'll go through this place and have a walk through. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, I reckon it's an old, well, that's a wool shed. There's still a working wool press in there. You can see on the edge of the shed. Let's have a look through here. Looks a bit too derelict. Yeah, these bottles would be old. Hello? Oh. Ah, check this out. I wonder how old this is. Wow, eh? Hey, I've got our room for the night. Let's keep going. Battery's running a bit low. Oh, cooler. Yeah, they're all it's an old shearers' quarters. This is sick. Yeah, I don't think she's been used for a while. How freaking cool, eh? How cool's this?
I wonder there's no animals living in here. What's that little thing there?
Meat cooler. Yeah, it's got all vents on the side that would have stored meat in it.
This is a kitchen.
Oh, look at that old table.
Bloody hell.
Sick pantry over there. Walk-in pantry.
Walk-in pantry. Butler's pantry.
Look at this table here. Could seat. Look at that bench. Could seat probably
Well, that's
20 guys.
what it was for. Look at the old oven.
Righto. Obviously, it's someone's private property, but there's no thing saying don't come in, and there's no fence or gate. It's just on the side of the road. Mate, this is so cool. Like I said, there's a working property over here on the other side of that fence. You can see there's cattle yards full. I can't see anyone walking around, no vehicles or anything. So we'll go for a walk over here and have a look. Sometimes you just got to stop, get off your bike, or get out of your car and have a look at stuff. This is sick. Super old shearing shed. Just about to collapse, I think. But there's a, like I said, there's a modern electric press in there. I've got power over here, Sparky Life. So it's actually a 3-phase tranny. Oh, 2-phase only there, but 3-phase supply coming in. We've got power there, runs over there. There's nothing running to this. But anyway, let's get in and have a look. This is awesome. Have a go at this wool press. Another petrol. Okay, so she's a little petrol wool press over here. Look at this old one. Baler. Look at this. This is sick. This wall's collapsed. This is one of the external walls that's fallen down. The old sheep yards. Pretty good condition. These are all steel. They're in good condition. There's a goat over there in the back of that one. There we go. Big pile of wool left over. Amazing. So for those that aren't Australian or haven't ever been into a wool shed, let me just go through how this works pretty much. These are your shearing stands. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they'd call this an 8-stand shearing shed. These are all 240 volts and they probably used to look like they're operable. So they do have power here because they've got lights on top. Holding yards. So what they do is the sheep come in up over the back, bring them in here. Shearer opens his door, pulls the sheep out, shears it, pushes it down the chute, and they go back into another yard. And I think a good shearer can throw out 300 sheep a day, maybe they can shear. Hey, there was a time in my life I was almost going to be a wool classer, so my life would have been spent on one of these tables. And I did work on a friend's farm helping throw the fleece out. So you collect the fleece off the shearer, you bring it over, you throw it out on here, and then you go through and you pull all of the shitty bits out, and you grade the wool and put it into bales according to which would be in here. Right, so the wool goes from here, they throw it into here, from here it goes to the press and into a bale and off to market. Mal's history lessons. Second video, second shearing shed. I just love this shit. This is so rad. Let's see the goat. Awesome, hope you're enjoying this. Check this out, this is for their bales. So they'd put this on the bale, bit of spray paint. That's their marker as their wool goes off to market. So CBK would be the initials of this property. Bit of a look on the outside of it. Very, very cool indeed. You know what? See this thing over here? I reckon they probably use this to get lanolin oil, like the oil out of the wool. See, this looks like some kind of steamer. Yeah, big belt drive here. Oh no, this would have been the old original drive. That's a water cooling system. Water cooler, there's the old belt that would have run up to drive all the stands before they went to electric. So this would have been a, yeah, it's an old diesel engine. This is fuel drum. This must have been cooling, a cooling system to keep it cool. Belt would have run up here, over a pulley, runs all the stands along there, and this motor would have chugged along happily all day long. Man, this is great Australian history, this shit. Get ready for Mal's new video series, Shearing Shed Tours of Australia. Or maybe I might release a book, Great Shearing Sheds, Volume 1. That'll come out after the quotes book. So anyway, that was bloody awesome. I'm so glad we pulled over and had a look. And let's hit the road. We've got about another 60 k's to go to Thargomindah and go get our room. Guy wants to move here. Her proposal is an Airbnb and a coffee shop. I don't know if you noticed, mate, there's been no cars go past the half hour we've been here, so business might be a bit thin.
Because people don't know it's here, that's why.
No, they don't know that it's here because it's in the middle of
nowhere.
No one's coming to your coffee shop, mate, out here.
Not a coffee shop, just somewhere.
Oh, Airbnb, even worse. So your overhead's going to be higher. Take that to Shark Tank. Throw this idea at them. No, it's not going to happen. Did this guy pick the wrong time of the day to cross the road? We didn't kill it, it was already dead. But I just thought I'd throw it on here. If anyone can identify this snake, jump in my comments and let me know. Thanks. Made it, Thargomindah. That was a big day. That was nearly 600 Ks. We're 1100 Ks since we left home. So tomorrow's about a 450 K day, I think. That was terrible, the cow incident.
Yeah.
But anyway, life goes on for poor old mum. Hopefully there was a herd not but far from where she was, so we saw a herd about a K down the road, and I think she was going to regroup with them, hopefully, and get back on with things. So anyway, we'll go find where we're staying tonight, unpack our stuff, go have dinner. So yeah, big day today, eh?
Yeah.
How'd you go?
That's good. Yeah, no, it's good. Just stopping.
What was your highlight of
the
today?
Last stop that we had at Cunnamulla, it was a good stop.
Okay.
Because yesterday my back and that was hurting by this stage, but
Yeah.
I think just because we had that stop and walked around and did all that was
Right.
much better. Yeah.
Righto.
Cool.
Let's go find where we're staying. How's the smell? Oh, the tree here has a smell on that. What is that? This tree here is just from the... It's some kind of jacaranda. Jacaranda.
It's got the same
party.
nose as a jacaranda.
Look at the hair on it. Good one, Shaz. All right, Gwenny, go get me a room.
My fix up here.
Oh, you better do your hair. You got to look good before you go in, eh? All right, the Bulu River Hotel Motel. Room number 2. Oh, it'll be right. Bye. Undercover. Go check this room out.
Dinner's at 6.
6? Got an hour and a bit to wait.
And if you want to bring waters in, there's a fridge in there too.
Okay.
It's got it en suite, it's just like a motel.
Check this out. Oh, sweet. TV. Hey, you know what's on tonight, don't you? No, it was bloody last night, MasterChef. No,
So
My
that's
Kitchen Rules
Thursday.
with a pain in the ass couple. They were last night, so there's nothing on tonight. All right. What was this? 120.
Yeah.
120 bucks a night. All right, get this gear off the bike. Dinner's at 6, so we got an hour and 34 minutes to wait. So anyway, huge day today. So much happened today, eh? Like when we go on these rides, like I said, I don't know. I always say I don't know what content I'm going to create, and shit just unfolds in front of us continually. So I'm kind of capturing as much as I can, and yeah, I think it should be okay. Another thing too. Riding this Harley, it's really interesting because I almost feel like a sacrificial lamb of taking it out and doing one of these big rides on it. And you know, this is a 4,000 K ride. Let's see how it goes at the end of it. And if it's all goes well, fantastic. So anyway, Di's just getting a couple of drinks and a packet of chips. You feeling remote yet or what?
Remote. No, I like it. I can see why people live in these places.
Yeah. Explain that one to your daughters though when they have to come and visit.
That's a problem.
Dinner at Thargomindah pub, 29 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. Steak, chips, veggies. I love it when you get the potato in 2 forms.
Yeah.
Like that and like that. That's really good. So let's get into it. Day 3, just got out of bed. We're at Thargomindah, and this is Brendan. Brendan found me on my YouTube channel, said if I'm coming to Thargomindah, I told him where I'm staying, and he's come out and found me before we head off. So what's your role out here, mate?
I'm a local police officer.
What's your bike? What do you ride?
I've got a KTM 500 EXC 23.
Oh, sick. So, is there other guys that ride in town here?
Yeah, a fair few. Not so much adventure riders.
Yeah, just trail bike guys.
Just trail bike riders.
Yeah,
Just
awesome.
go nuts. This weekend we got our Gymkhana and Enduro on, so that'll be a big weekend for us and for the town.
How'd you get posted out here?
Applied for out here. I was at Cunnamulla before this.
Yeah.
I've been out here 3.5 years. I was at Cunnamulla for 1 year. Before that, Private Island and Caboolture. So a little bit of a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
So if anyone's coming through town, they want to know on road closures or anything, come to the police station or go to the visitor centre?
Visitor information centre is good.
Yeah.
They've on the coalface, so to speak. Otherwise, they can certainly contact us.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. Sometimes we've got a bit more information than them. You just never know.
Hey, what's to go with this jacket, mate? You know it's 30 degrees already, eh?
Yeah, I'm just on my way home from a school camp.
How big an area do you patrol?
It's 66,000 square kilometres. It's the biggest police division in Queensland. It's not the biggest in Australia because WA and NT have huge ones. But we patrol all the way down to Cameron Corner, up to north of Inaminka on the Arrowbury Road, and then out probably 100 k's east of here towards Eulo.
Wow.
So
and how many?
Normally there's just 2 of us.
Here? Wow.
Yeah, so it's a big job.
And what's your biggest?
Missing
the biggest
people.
thing?
Missing people is quite common, or stranded travellers.
Yeah.
And then traffic crashes, industrial incidents. So, helicopters. We've got a lot of mustering out here because of all the cattle industry. You get helicopters crash, planes crash, vehicles crash, trucks, rollovers. So
That's what I was interested when I saw your car go through yesterday, your police car with a desert flag on it.
Yeah, so we cover all the way out to Cameron Corner, which gets into that sandy desert dunes country. Also, we've got the Santos oil and gas industry out in the Cooper Basin, and they have a safety requirement for their people to have a flag, and we've come close to coming head on with road trains coming over crests, so it's a good idea, and it certainly does help, and it gives us a bit of a point of difference to everyone else.
Wow,
So,
that's amazing, mate. Good story. I want to talk about this with Brendan. So he's actually been involved when people set off like the SOS beacons. So I'm going to go through the procedure of what would happen if something happened today, as an example, or just someone four-wheel driving or whatever, and they let off their safety beacon. So can you just give me a rundown on what would happen?
Yeah, so they'd, if you let off your safety beacon, so that's like a personal locator beacon, which isn't like not necessarily the Garmin ones which talk to someone. The normal personal locator beacon. So it dispatches an aircraft with medics on it from Canberra. Apparently it costs them like $20,000 just to get off the ground. Then they also, in the Cooper Basin, they set off a helicopter, a HEMS helicopter from the Moomba facility, and that's got medics on it as well. And so that'll also come, that's got tracking to find where your beacon's pinging from. And then they'll also get onto us, being the police, and then we'd go out and help out as best we could. But once we find what the GPS coordinates are as part of the process, we would probably look at what stations were around there, like cattle station homesteads, and we'll bring them and see if they can help us out. And normally they would, because we've got a good relationship with all of them. Obviously everyone's happy to help when people are in need. And
what would your advice be to someone if they, like even a mechanical, where you're stuck halfway to Cameron Corner with a mechanical, what would your advice be to that person?
Stay with your vehicle. Your vehicle's big, it's easy to find. It offers some protection. Try to stay near the road. There's always someone moving around, whether it's today or tomorrow. Just think about that long-term rationing of food and water, because water's your survival mechanism. If you don't have water, you're in a bad way. Don't be afraid to drink river water. We're in nature. Indigenous people have been doing it for thousands of years, and they've survived, so it can't be too bad. You might just get a bit crook. And always let someone know where your route is, so then if something does happen, you don't turn up. For instance, if you're travelling from Thargomindah to Tibooburra, and you've booked accommodation down there, if you don't turn up, there's potential that we would get called by them to say you haven't turned up. So it's certainly a good idea.
And in regards to setting off a PLB then, do you just trust the process? Like if you've pressed alert and you think nothing's going to happen, you just trust the process?
Yeah, you just trust the process. It takes time.
Yeah.
But it's not very long. When a jet plane leaves Canberra, it's only 2 hours away at worst, depending on if there's other emergencies at the same time.
Yeah.
So it'll get to you. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
The more remote you are, the more isolated you are, the longer it's going to take, obviously. Like the Simpson Desert, for instance. I know Stephanie has a mission of a time from Birdsville getting all the way out into the desert to find people.
Yeah.
But my recommendation, especially on motorcycles, due to the nature that they can fail, or you can have a small incident that can stop you in your tracks, is to have the two-way communication type device so you can get help for a mechanical issue rather than just setting off an emergency medical beacon.
Right.
Because it's not a medical emergency.
Yeah.
You're not injured. So you can survive for a couple of days.
Unless it's life-threatening after 2 or 3 days and you got no help.
Yeah.
Or no one to help you. And yeah.
Correct. Just like there was a good article with a family that got bogged in the
I
Simpson
saw that
Desert
one.
with a truck.
Yeah, with a truck.
And they waited until they knew they couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And they set it off for their own safety. You're never going to get chewed out for having set it off.
Yeah.
But just a bit of common sense, because it's everyone's life that you're possibly impacting if another one goes off and you're just being slack and not trying to persevere or prepare yourself.
So interesting. I first said to Brendan, oh, well, I'd probably try and get to one of the local cattle stations or something and walk. But his suggestion was that could be 100 or 50k walk or 60k walk. So stay with your vehicle, seek help, let these guys go through their process.
That's right. And if on a cattle station, the house you can see might not have anyone in it, because it can be an outstation that they only use when they're mustering in that part of the paddock, and that could still be another 50 k's from home. And so it's just not worth it.
Great advice. And watch the movie. There's a movie out where the backpackers get stuck in their Falcon. I'll put a screenshot on here of what the movie's called. I think it's called Outback. And they do that. They leave their car and they wander, and one of them dies, and it's a true story, and they've documented it in a movie. Oh, that's awesome. That was absolutely awesome meeting Brendan there. We've actually been sitting around talking for about an hour. So great fella. What a job out here. There's two of them out here on patrol, and they look up that whole area. Thanks for coming to say good day, Brendan. It was awesome to meet you. And yeah, I'm sure we'll drop into you again one day out here at Thargomindah.
It's on it perfect, isn't it?
Yeah. Look at this, we've got a Harley fan here. He hasn't seen one of these bikes.
Yeah. Bloody unreal, mate.
Cheers.
I tell you what, I hope that suspension's good going out the
Oh yeah, no, it is pretty good.
out to Tipperary.
Yeah, so it is actually an off-road bike. It is
Yeah,
an adventure
yeah.
bike. You probably see a lot of them come through town, like the big KTMs and BMWs and that. So this is
Yeah.
Harley's answer to that. They built this bike.
No.
Look at the tyre on the thing on the back.
I know.
What's your name?
I'm Peter.
Peter. Nice to meet you, Peter.
Yep.
So Peter. Peter's going to tell us a story about what he did at the show. How many years ago? When you were 25.
When I was 25.
Yeah,
I'm
tell us.
70 now. Yeah. Sitting in the pub drunk one night in Ulate. The boss of the motorbike sports in Thargomindah. What are you doing this year, Pete? I said, I'll jump some motor cars. So 6 months later, or 5 months later, I built a ramp, only real narrow, threw it in the back of my ute and
Yep.
took it 200 k's to Hungerford, dropped her out and jumped 5 motor cars and blew the shocks right off the arse of the old XL 500 Honda it was.
Yeah.
Blew the shocks off it, made $2,000 with the Flying Doctor.
Jeez.
And the young fellas that had the good bikes,
Yeah.
they said, oh, we'll lend you ours, Peter. You see how many motor cars you can jump. I said, I know how many I can jump, I've just jumped them. And hey, nice to
Good
meet you
story,
anyway.
mate. Thanks, Peter. Thanks for that story.
Hey,
What a legend.
mate. Oh, look at this.
Who am I talking to?
Jordan Ferguson.
What'd you do to your foot, Jordan?
I crashed into a table trying to race my brother.
Oh, and what were you racing on?
A motorbike.
What kind of bike?
A TDR 230 and he was on a 250, red one. Don't know what it's called.
Are you better than him?
Well, I was before I crashed. But yeah, I try to be. He's my younger brother, so it's all competition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I love it. Thanks for your
Yeah.
story.
that's okay.
Heal up. Heal up and go beat your brother.
Yeah, I will.
They do things different in Thargomindah, don't they?
Set, ready to go.
So unfortunately, we hit Thargomindah 2 days too early. There's a big motorcycle gymkhana out here. And I could have done drags. They have drag races. I could have drag raced the Harley. You bring the Harley out and it brings all the crowd out, mate. Righto.
Give me a bit of noise when you run.
See you, Pete.
That's right, mate. We're about midway between Thargomindah and Nindigully. We've just done 100 Ks. So 32 degrees. It's getting bloody hot. We'll pull up under this tree. There's some cows over there. They found some shade.
Nothing else lives out here.
Starting to feel remote now. This is when you start feeling like you're get off the bike. Oh, as long as the bike doesn't fall over. Righto, here we are. A couple of cows. Only thing we've really seen for an hour. Feeling a bit isolated now.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's not much out here. Nothing lives
Good spot
out
for a
here.
coffee shop right here. Imagine that little coffee caravan right here.
Yeah,
There's
right.
no one else, no competition.
Yeah, that's happening.
No customers, but definitely no competition. Got to stay hydrated. Got the clothesline going on the back of the bike here. I literally have 2 t-shirts, 3 pairs of jocks. I just keep using them washing them in the shower each night, drying them. Last night they didn't dry, so just hanging them on the back of the bike today. All right, let's get going. We're off to Nindigully, next fuel stop. Have a little drink there, and then on to Tibabara, a little bit of dirt to go through the Savo. So all right, rest break number 1 out of the way. Let's go. Got to Nindigully and we're going in. There's a sign that said Nindigully waterhole. So let's go in here for a quick look, then fuel up, get going. Nindigully waterhole. Guess what? Looks like a waterhole. Camping spots along here. I guess it's free camping. There's no signs. Just opposite the pub.
Quite muddy.
Righto, that's it, folks. Nindigully waterhole. On your list of, was this ever on your bucket list?
Perhaps not.
Right, okay.
But I've been there now.
Been here, because we're still here.
Been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Righto, in the Kundra waterhole, we're out. Right, we'll gotta go in the pub. Do you want to run in? Just tell them we're getting fuel. They've got to come out and unlock it. Right, so the Bowser's locked. Wifey's gone in to tell them we're here to get some fuel. Getting warm. Yeah.
You are?
No worries. Do you want to, oh, you hang around till I film? I won't be here for long. Yeah, see you inside. Get a drink.
People next to us from Thargomindah.
Oh. It's a cool old pub, eh? Yeah, so it's only, oh, that's a 21 model, so they're only released in Australia about a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so 1250, 150 horsepower,
Jeez.
multi-mode engine.
Wow.
But this is why I like riding it, like, you know, I can park and walk away and people will want to come and have a look.
How much fuel? Tank?
400k range, so it's got about a 22 litre tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to do Tibooburra, Innerminka to Birdsville. I need about 465k range, so I've got an extra 10 litres on the back for that. So
Comfortable?
oh, look, this is I've put this
for the bitches on the back.
Yeah, she says fine, as long as she's got some back support.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to get some better panniers, and I'm not really happy with them, but you know. Mate, what I'll do while you're here, do you ever go on YouTube?
Pardon?
Do you go on YouTube?
Yeah.
Good. Because you've made it to my YouTube channel.
Okay, I'll get it. You stay there, I'll get a photo of you.
Yeah, no worries. So in about a month's time, you don't take one without me in it. Perfect. In about a month's time, look us up on YouTube and you'll be in it. What's your name?
Graham.
Graham. Where are you from?
Esk.
Esk. Oh wow. Well, not far. We're from Bow Desert. So. Yeah. Beautiful, mate.
Beautiful, mate. Thank you.
And what do you ride? What sort of bike have you got?
Oh, I don't have one now.
Yeah.
Either the Honda or the Yamaha 600s.
Oh yeah. Nice.
They're the same thing. They were quite big.
Yeah.
Country. That's beautiful. No.
What a sweet old building. In 1874 someone come through. Don't know what the history of the pub is when that was built, but this is really sick. Our toilets are here at the back of the pub. Oh, private. This building over here, toilets. So this is the pub, and the campgrounds are over on the river over there. So just talking to a few guys here that are camping across the river, and they've walked back across over to the pub to get their lunch and dinner and whatever. So great spot. Got a bit of film inside the pub. Have a look. All right, the Nakundra's done. Tibooburra, here we come. Hey, that rhymes. Not really, but close. You ready? See ya. Figure out whether we paid for fuel or not. So a guy, we just did a U-ey up the road. Guy's gonna run in. You gotta, hey. When you give your card, you should check what we're spending it on. You do it a few times. You just give people in car, oh yeah, thanks, and you walk out. Just then you would have known if they charged you $6, there was no fuel with it.
Well, she said she just went 2 drinks.
Yeah.
And then that was it. And
Right.
I didn't say
Maybe
much.
go
The
and
lady
pay.
said to me, he's coming back here to pay for fuel. And I went, oh cool, okay, I'll go.
Okay, well I never went inside the building, so except for the end. Righto, just don't want to rip anyone off. So what happened?
So she already had fuel in the register.
Yeah.
And then she put the 2, and then she went 2 drinks.
Right.
And that's all I heard her say.
Yeah.
And then she zapped the card.
So you'd paid for it?
Yes.
Right, do me a favour, when you zap the card, just make sure you, how much was that? Then you'll know.
27.
Yeah, I know, but if it was only $6, you would have gone, I definitely didn't pay for the fuel.
Yeah, no.
Unbelievable. So, anyway, we've visited Nakundra twice now. Awesome. Hot tip, make one person responsible for the fuel purchase. And shit like this won't go wrong. All right, let's go.
And you paid for the fuel today at